Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about bank accounts once again. What a coincidence, my last video I was just talking about the T-Mobile Money account and how it was one of the highest interest bank accounts out there, checkings and savings, a whopping 4% on your first $3,000 in deposits. Works out to about 120 bucks a year, 1% on everything after that. Now, in that previous video, I went over some of the downsides and some of the requirements. If you want a full rundown, be sure to check that video out. But in short, you had to deposit at least $200 worth of qualifying deposits every single month into that account to be eligible for that 4% on the first $3,000. Last week, customers just got an email from T-Mobile notifying them that these new requirements to be eligible for that 4% top tier interest rate would be changing. They tried to spin it as something which would make things easier for the customers, more options, but I think most people can see through the marketing. This is clearly a downgrade for most people, I would say. Not to generalize too much, but I think for most people out there, we're going to find this as a downgrade. So I don't know if I want to call it bait and switch, but they have changed the terms up. So in summary, before it was a $200 qualifying deposit. Now you have to make 10 qualifying purchases with your debit card linked to the account every month to be able to qualify for this. Personally, this is a huge downgrade. I also have a video out there telling you why you shouldn't be using your debit card, how you get so many great advantages using your credit card. For example, if you are going to use this debit card on a purchase that you could get maybe 5% back, cash back with a rewards credit card, then that 4% interest isn't going to be helping you out much if you use a lot of money on your credit card, but you're now using that debit card. Now, that could be one of the reasons why they are trying to shift people into using that debit card more so that they can collect more fees. Obviously, just a $200 deposit into that account every month isn't necessarily making the bank as much money as, let's say, if people were using that debit card more. And this isn't something new. We've seen this before. Previously, Redneck Bank had an insane interest rate, but the catch there was also you had to have used their debit card, I think also 10 times a month to qualify for the rate. This is going to be a big change for a lot of people. Personally, I don't know if I'm going to go forward and use that debit card 10 times a month just to get that 4%, just to get that 10 bucks a month, 120 bucks a year. Because once again, there are so many other benefits to using credit cards. You may lose out on purchase protection benefits. You may lose out on extended warranties, return benefits. All those benefits you may not get if you use that debit card instead. And also, this is just encouraging you to spend more money. The great thing about the program before with just a $200 deposit in is that you could figure out clever ways that maybe you can move some money in, move some money out. And the point of having this bank account, this checkings account, is to kind of save up money. I just had my money in there, didn't really touch it, just letting it grow with that insane interest rate. As I mentioned before, way above anything else that's being offered out there, even with that deposit requirement. But now maybe you're incentivized now to go use that debit card. You might spend it on things that you normally would not have just to meet that 10 purchase requirement per month. Even if you go out there spending on something small, let's say you just buy a pack of gum, a dollar pack of gum 10 times a month just to get that requirement out of the way, but you're earning $10 in interest. So if you're spending money you wouldn't otherwise be spending, then I guess you can just think of it as free gum, but maybe you buy something else, you spend some more money. Now, people have speculated maybe you can link it to like a Venmo account, do some small transactions, or maybe reload a gift card balance, maybe small transactions. But once again, you are spending money. And the whole point for a lot of people was to use this as a way to save up money, whether it be an emergency fund or just a fund, a safe place for your money. Maybe you have other investments, but this is just your safe cash, guaranteed 4% return every month on the first $3,000. So what's my take on this change? Obviously, I think this kills it for a lot of people. They might be moving their money out or not having those deposits and not bothering with the debit card. But if you are someone who maybe happens to use a debit card, maybe you just use this card, or if you have a credit card and you just want to put your small purchases, things that you're planning on buying anyways, that's a key point here, purchases that you would be making anyways onto this debit card, maybe you can justify it and getting that extra 4% interest. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news here is that even if you don't qualify for that 4% now because you're not using the debit card, from what I can tell for the time being, they are still offering 1% on all deposits in that account. So even if you can't meet the requirements to get the extra bonus 4%, you still get 1% on everything, no strings attached, which is still, from what I can tell from the making of this video today, at least 0.3 to 0.5% better than what you're going to get anywhere else on the market. I'll put up a screenshot of some of the rates being offered right now, but it's in the 0.5% to 0.7% range. So this 1% is still miles above what you would be getting with either a traditional bank account with the larger banks or with a high interest savings account. And as I mentioned in my review of this account, it is a checkings account, which comes with less restrictions and requirements that savings accounts have. With that 6 withdrawal requirement, federal requirement on savings accounts, this being a checkings account, you have a little bit more control of your money, and you do get that 1%, which I want to stress. So for me, I might still keep some money in, but it's not going to be the crazy deal that we all saw it as. 4%, hands down, best account you have. Maybe you have an account right now with 0.5%, and it's not going to be worth the effort or the extra hassle to move your money over to T-Mobile and use that debit card 10 times a month. So from that perspective, they did kind of kill it off. They did kind of turn a lot of people away from using this account. But if you don't have an account, or you're stuck with some account right now with a monthly fee giving you like 0.05% interest rate, maybe this is still the move for you. These changes do serve as a reminder to us that these terms and conditions are subject to change whether we like it or not at any time. They are giving us a heads up here, I believe 30-day notice. But these interest rates, these requirements, these can all change. As we've seen, talking about the state of high interest bank accounts, because interest rates are low, there's two sides of the coin, right? If you're saving money, interest rates are low. But if you're looking to borrow money, interest rates are low. So depending on what you want to do with your money, things could be good or bad for you. And if we do see interest rates go a little bit higher in the future, there are other implications for that. But I would imagine the interest rate on savings accounts, banking accounts in general, might creep back up to where we saw them a couple of years ago with the ally banks of the world offering 1.5%, 2%. So that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Let me know down below if you are looking at a T-Mobile Money account. Have your feelings changed about it? If you currently have an account, have your feelings changed about it? It's just unfortunate the state we're in right now, parking your money into banking. Although it may be high interest savings, it's not going to generate the highest returns for you. If you're looking for investments, you might want to look elsewhere. But if you are just looking for a place to store your money, to store maybe emergency rainy day savings, or you want to kind of diversify and hold some cash just in case, it is still, once again, one of the highest interest rates for any bank account out there. So if you are interested, go check it out. But those were my thoughts today. If you liked the video, enjoy the update, be sure to throw me a like. If you like the content, love the channel, get subscribed, comment down below, join the Discord, all that good stuff. I look forward to interacting with you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.